Right. Okay. Okay. So you need to stop doing stuff. Wait, what? No, you need to start doing stuff. You have to stop your usual cycle. Stop playing games or watching movies or TV shows or whatever, Stop consuming self improvement videos without really taking action. And, stop watching content that makes you feel less of a person or, just pathetic overall. And don't go to places where you feel like you're gonna miss out. Think about what you really want. You should do things that you won't regret. Like, really think about it. You want to do things where you don't hate yourself for doing. And gaming and movies can be okay, but they're better off if they're just like a reward. Really ask yourself if you really want to do those things, like playing these games like actually worth it, or are you actually going to be happy? Is this fun? Like, are you actually having fun? And from my experience, it always feels empty. I've done all these things, but ultimately I'm still here in the same place and nothing has changed. So I suggest you find your passion. Find what you really like. And, think about something you'd want to do every day for every moment. If you could make money from that, then great. But most of the time, it's going to take years till most people earn money from what they actually like to do, especially their passion projects. I mean, not to say that like I've found my passion, I'm still looking. But, it might even be this, YouTube. Yeah, like this video, I always have a plan and I like to execute. That being said, make a plan and start. If you have a goal, just start. Make your plan and execute on it. Just start, please. Just start. Please start. But one thing at a time, or one thing a day, even if you have to. Whatever gets you started, it's one of the best things you can do. As long as you see real progress, day to day or month to month, you're gonna be happy with your journey. And one of the most satisfying things with progress is seeing it happen over time. For me, it's like taking a photo for when I started in the gym, and then taking a photo of me in the mirror like every month and seeing my progress over time. And 2-3 years later, you get like some pretty good looking arms. Yeah. But of course there's other options as well, like kickboxing. And in the first few months your kicks might be bad, but then after a few more months you're just a little bit better, just a little bit. Don't be afraid to start badly. When you try something new, odds are you're probably going to be bad at it, but if you like it and you keep going, eventually you're going to be less sucky, less bad. So don't be afraid, and definitely do not put yourself down. Don't put yourself down for being bad, because I have one example when I was doing Muay Thai for the first time, and we had to partner up with whoever wanted, and I got partnered up with like the 17-year-old. He was alright, but he had a lot of self-confidence issues. Now, mind you, we were both starting off, and whenever we'd have to do like a sparring activity, you have to sweep each other, whatever. Every time he'd try to sweep me, and whenever he'd fail, he'd always like beat himself up. Like he'd mutter like, "Oh, I suck," or "Why am I so bad? Fuck, I'm so shit. Why am I so bad?" Some other fuck, negative so shit. And he'll like move his head like that in like a way you only see in the movies. And I remember just telling him like, "Bro, like chill out, man. Like chill out, cause I'm just like you, But I was older and I had more muscles, so hopefully he's better. But I hope you don't talk down yourself for starting something new and being bad at it, because we all gotta start somewhere, and it's okay to be bad at the start. Let me tell you about doing things that require other people. You gotta learn to talk. Don't be afraid to start talking to people. If you were like me and you found it hard to start a conversation, it would be wise to start improving your ability to speak. Because if you were really like me, feeling your heart beat heavy and fast when you're just like thinking about speaking to someone is not a great feeling. It's really not. So my suggestion to fix that, if you have that problem, is to start talking. By that I mean start small. Say hi to people, whether you're in the gym or on the street, maybe even in the shop. Give them a nice smile, whatever. Then when you're comfortable with that, move on to smaller things like asking for the time or where'd you get that shirt. And then when you're good with that, expand a bit more and more until that strong heartbeat that you feel when you usually talk to people is not really there anymore. It will still be there, but it won't feel like you're gonna have a fucking heart attack, right? You need to start now. If you haven't already, like, start now. The main reason is because, well, I'm 26 now, and I wasted my life doing nothing really. And I waited for someone to come along and kind of teach me how to be a person my age, but nobody came. And I'd always use excuses like I didn't know what to do, I didn't know how to do it, I didn't know anyone, so I can't do it. So that sucked. But if you are alone, kind of like me, you should still try. Try new things alone. Start small. Start with beginner classes, whether it be boxing, rock climbing, or whatever you have an interest in. Definitely try it. Don't be afraid to go to an event where people play board games and it's beginner friendly. There's plenty of event sites. I only know of Eventbrite, which is pretty good. But if you have something similar, definitely give it a try. But definitely go out. But if that sounds too hard, meeting people, if you haven't really gone out by yourself, try going to places alone when you would usually go to places with other people, like restaurants or even the movies or whatever. You usually go to places with other people, and eventually you'll learn that it's not as scary as you thought it would be. Your anticipation is what made it hard. At least for me, You definitely have to push yourself so that you do not get left behind like I did. And if you're young, if you're still under 20, start now. Maybe you don't have your license. Maybe that can be like the first thing you start doing stuff towards. So, get your license, go somewhere. Don't have a car, try to get a job. Which is a lot harder now that I'm saying that. Anyway, I'm going off track. With all of that being said, if you still don't like what you're trying, move on. That's it, simply move on. Keep looking until you do find your thing. And for me, for a long time, I just sat around doing nothing, playing games, watching movies, going to the gym, not really expanding. But you need to do more. Because you have more time than you realize, you know? It's unbelievable how many excuses we make, but you have more time than you realize. And you need to do more, and you can't do nothing. So please do something, okay? Because right now I'm trying to take the initiative and make something of myself, and I hope you do too. I do hope everyone has something to do, you know, like a hobby, like a real hobby that you feel like you can make actual progress towards. Because gaming is fine, but really think about it. Like, do you actually have fun playing it? And do you feel like it's something you could tell like a potential partner? You know, like, can you tell your potential partner like, oh yeah, I play games all the time, and yeah, I'm like max level, I'm about to prestige. What? You think she'll know that? You think she'll understand how prestiging works? You think she'll give a shit? But if you say like, oh yeah, like I've mostly done martial arts. So if you say like, I've done a lot of boxing or kickboxing or say jiu-jitsu, right? I'm about to get my black belt. She might be like, oh wow, this guy can fight. Or, you know, if it's not martial arts, maybe it's like starting a business. Maybe you're a painter, like you can actually make art. Yeah, you have something to talk about. And I don't mean to shit on games, but I found that it's like it blocks your potential. I still like games, but you need to start doing things that can actually benefit your life. I hope this makes sense. And I'm gonna stop the video now because I'm just rambling. Alright, bye.